Carly Johnson. And number 19, Jackie DeMarie. Now, let's meet tonight's starting defense. Number 4, Maeve Schmuck. Number 10, Sage Hilnicki. Number 14, Lily Morrow. And number 26, Rebecca Kostrobala. In goal this evening for the Lady Knights, number 78, Sydney Valenti. The Lady Knights are led by assistant coaches Cammie Donovan and Anthony Abadanza. Their head coach is Courtney Abadanza. And now, it's time to meet and greet the home team, our Greater Latrobe Lady Wildcats. The Lady Wildcats are led by assistant coaches Ainsley Novotny, Raven DePilka, Jeff Jordan, and Steve Lehman. And our head coach is Katie Kostick. And here is Coach Kostick's starting lineups. Starting in attack, number 6, Maddie Slater. Number 13, Lauren Hellman. Number 14, Colette Nomper. And number 16, Allison Merchant. And now, starting at midfield, number 5, Lexi Mealy. Number 7, Jenna Fierce. Number 10, Gabriella Roman. And number 24, Ryan Lehman. Now let's meet tonight's starting defense. Number 12, Mia DeCecca. Number 23, Emily Vizak. And number 38, Allison Massero. In goal this evening for the Lady Wildcats, number 4, Erin Yulowitz. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask, if you are able, to please stand and remove your hats as we face our flag to honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, here we go. A WPIAL 3A Section 1 matchup in girls lacrosse here tonight between the Greater Latrobe Wildcats and the Norwin Knights. Happy you all are along with us on the Wildcats Network, presented by West Media Group. Norwin currently in a battle for one of those top spots for the WPIAL playoffs. Norwin right now sitting in 4th in the standings. The Norwin Knights 4-2-1 in overall play, 3-2-1 in conference play coming into this game, coming off a 15-6 loss to Mount Lebanon 5 days ago. And on the other side for Greater Latrobe, sitting at 3-6 right now, in 2-4 in section play in the WPIAL, as Greater Latrobe trying to see if they can get some wins together and make it back to the WPIAL playoffs for the first time since 2023. The Norwin Knights entering into this season 3 consecutive trips to the WPIAL playoffs, and the Knights trying to go for 4 in a row here in 2026, led by the former Wildcat Courtney Close, her maiden name. Her name now is Courtney Abendanza. She is assisted by Camlyn Davis, who also played for the Wildcats, and the other assistant, is Anthony Abendanza. Anthony and Courtney are married, so it is a husband and wife on the bench for the Norwin Knights here this season. Katie Kostick, of course, back in her usual spot, front of the bench for the Wildcats. Aaron Ulwitz getting to start in net for Greater Latrobe, and it's going to be a challenge for Greater Latrobe because they are going up against the seniors, Cindy Valenta, who will be on her way to Edinburgh, the future Fighting Scot, playing in net for the Knights here this afternoon, or this evening, I should say, this chilly April day, even though we're 10 days away from closing out April. So the opening draw is in the air, and we are officially underway with the Wildcats trying to get the possession to start off this game. It's controlled on the ground, and it's going to be picked up by the Knights. Kendall Stout. And the Knights go to work offensively, leaving Fernandez. She gets into the arc. Fernandez, she holds. The Knights are going to slow things down. Carly Johnson, she was on the field in the fall for the Knights field hockey team. She will be on her way to Westminster, but not the Westminster that you think. Westminster in Utah. The Marines in the corner. So we George, the freshman. And the short pass. The Knights trying to strike first here in this game. And a whistle. As Isabel Berriman is trying for a shot. And the Knights will wind up for the first free position chance of the game. 1v1 with Ulwitz. Can the Knights strike first here? It is going to go wide on the shot for Berrigan, the junior. Norwin, they reset. Back up, centering pass, they score there. Knights strike first. It is going to be Jacqueline DeMarines, a sophomore, getting the first goal of this game to make it 1-0 Norwin. Draw for the Knights. We'll go to Kenya Stoughton. Cats trying to win it on the other side. It's into the air and grabbed by Ryan Lehman. Lehman with the draw win for Greater Latrobe. They were trying to march on down with Jenna Fierst. Hands it off, Colette Momper. Short pass, Lehman. Cats working it around the end zone. Their first offensive possession of the game. Merchant. Cats taking their time. Now working in the middle. Goes over Mumper. Looking for a pass. Finds Mealy. Mealy gets into the arc. Takes a spin. Looking for a shot. Not there. Backward pass. Slater, excuse me. Going to the middle. Fierce. She goes left. Back to Slater. Slater in the arc. Bumper. Greater Latrobe taking a lot of time here. Looking for that golden opportunity to get on the board. Mealy, the short pass, trying to hand it off. Lauren Hellman picks it up. Into the end zone. Nice job by Hellman to save it from going out of bounds. Would have gave possession back to the Knights. She spins trying to shoot. Got away from her stick. Maeve Schmuck trying to clear it out for the Knights. Picked up by Momper. Momper, the pass. Slater in the corner. Takes a spin. Trying to march on down to the net. She goes behind the cage. Trying to get a shot towards Valenta. And they do there, and Valenta gets a piece of it. Momper trying to pick it up in the end zone. Almost making contact with the soccer goalpost in the back. Norwin resets. Lily Morrow clearing it out for Norwin. She was able to pick it up, and she handed it off immediately to Valenta. And the Knights trying to get numbers the other way in transition. Picked up by Stoughton. Back into the middle. Trying to find Berriman. And the Knights reset ahead 1-0. There's George. Greater Latrobe taking a lot of time on that possession. Of course, the one difference between high school and college is you got the shot clock in college, but of course in high school, like how the debate has gone on for years and years in basketball, you can have an offensive possession as much as you want. Spin. Fernandez closing on down in the traffic, trying to take a shot and a whistle. And Fernandez will get ready for a free position right in the middle. Fernandez, the senior. She'll be on her way to Caldwell University in New Jersey, Division II school, as she sends the shot wide. 2 free position chances for Norwin to start this game. The Marines gets a pick. Goes to the net. She shoots. She scores. Jacqueline Desmarines, the sophomore, makes it 2-0. Jackie Desmarines. 2-0. So Lehman trying to win another face-off. Stoughton back on the other side. Stockton, excuse me. Back into the air. Stockton trying to pick it up, fight for it at midfield. Desmarines gets a piece of it, and there she goes. Desmarines looking for another goal. Gets into the arc. The Knights reset. After winning the draw, ahead 2-0. Into the middle, a whistle. Berriman. And another free position shot is going to be on the way for the Knights. Taken by Berriman, the junior. Knights 0 for 2 so far in free position chances. Trying to get one here, they do. Third time's the charm for the Knights. The third free position shot makes it 3-0. Three straight for Norwin. Under 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. And Cats coming off the tough 18-2 loss to Peters Township. On a 2-game losing streak after they defeated York 16-1. Back-to-back losses against Plum and Peters Township. And they win the draw. Lehman looking to close on down as the Cats try to get on the board right here. They spin behind the net. Slater centering pass in front. They try to skip it low. It's denied by Valenta. Chance in front to Allison Merchant. Traffic around the ball. And the Knights look for another transition play. Scooped up at midfield. Norwin trying to make this a 4-0 game early. Berriman into the arc, closing on down, takes it herself, and she scores coast to coast for the Knights to make it 4-0. Berriman, the junior, scooped it up in midfield. It took it 50 yards. And it's 4-0 Norwin with 5:01 remaining in the first quarter. Back into the air. Lehman trying to grab it. Goes to the far side at midfield. Claire Gill was looking to win it for the Knights off the draw. And the Cats in miscommunication. It's Colette Momper trying to pick it up. And the Knights take it across midfield once again. They try to go ahead 5-0. Looking to feed it to Berriman. It's picked up Fernandez. Back to Berriman. And it is going to be denied by Olwitz. Berriman trying to go back-to-back. On the pass by Fernandez. But the Cats cannot clear it out. Fernandez again in the end zone. Fernandez is out of the goal line. Four minutes remaining in the first quarter. All Norwin so far. Making the short trip here up Route 30. Got the Westmoreland County contest tonight. Cats trying to clear it out. And a whistle. Lehman was looking to get it away across midfield. And a whistle. Seems it's going to stay with the Knights. Carly Johnson. Talked about she'll be on her way to Westminster. Westminster in Utah. Trying to get her first goal. In the traffic, she shoots it out by Olwitz. Carly Johnson trying to swerve around everybody except Olwitz. She comes up with the save to keep this a 4-0 game. But it is going to result in a free position chance for the senior. So she'll wind up and try again. Closing on down traffic as she was charging to the net. Another defensive stop for the Knights. Or for the Cats, I should say. Nice for trying to make this a 5-0 game. Now the Cats looking to go to work. Still looking for their first goal. That one's going to be high, almost picked off. Cheka, across midfield. There she goes. 3-on-3 the other way. Cheka, the check from behind by Maeve Schmuck. It's picked up by the Cats. Closing on down, some open space. Hellman scores! The sophomore gets the Cats on the board. Lauren Hellman. Greater Latrobe on the board, trying to tilt momentum back to their side. Lehman on the draw with Claire Gill. Draws are obviously one of the key factors if you're trying to make a comeback. Lehman into the air, trying to get to the ball first. Gill looking to steal it, and it's going to go back to the Knights. Charging into the arc. With Norwin trying to counter back 1v1. No chance. Seems the goal is going to go to D. Marines again. Indeed. Another goal for the sophomore. Jackie D. Marines makes it 5-1. Knights punch back after the Cats get on the board. Got a busy week here on the Wildcats Network. We're going to have the boys volleyball match tomorrow. They'll be taking on Hempfield. And the Knights take it again. It's Claire Gill. But it's pit-pocketed by the Cats. Also got softball on Wednesday. There go the Cats again. Momper. Into the arc, a pass on the run. Hellman, open net! And Slater cannot get the one-timer. Greater Latrobe with some momentum as they keep the ball. See how they try to play this with 1:03 remaining in the first. Maybe try to hold for that final shot. Try to be aggressive early. They got 55 seconds to shoot. Spin for Fierst. Trying to fist her way down towards Valenta. Slater shoots. Valenta gets a piece of it. Running it down with Hellman. Her stick out first. So the Cats gain possession. They still have it. They got 35 seconds to shoot. Behind the net. It rolls around and it pops into the net of Valenta. And she will clear it out far to midfield. There's going to be a fight for the ball with the Cats trying to pick it up. The Cheka's there. The Cheka cannot find it. George, the pass, Fernandez. Fernandez with 8 seconds to shoot. She's going to keep. She gets in the arc. A tough angle. Trying to get towards the middle. And she scores. With 1 second left. Gianna Fernandez. Running out of time. And Gianna Fernandez with exactly 1 second on the clock. The Knights taking that 100 yards the other way. And they lead by 5. Back into the air, Lehman. Time runs out. 6-1. The Knights in front. Cats had a chance, but the turnover in the back of the end zone. And the Knights take it 100 yards the other way with exactly 1 second on the clock. Gianna Fernandez with the goal, and it's 6-1 Knights. When we come back to start the second on the Wildcats Network, presented by West Media Group.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
My name is Chris Spear. I've been a foster parent with Adelphi for 9 years. It is the best experience that you will have. There is way more good times than there is bad times. These kids want somebody to give them affection and show that they're loved and cared for, and that's a reason by itself right there. Most of the time they're looking for somebody to support them, somebody just to care for them, somebody they can talk to. And it's just a wonderful experience. I learn as much from them as they learn from me.
I am the swiftest creature alive. I can make it. I will make it.
That's where we come in. The Collision Shop by Jason Mignon is your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. Our experienced technicians and state-of-the-art facilities have you covered. Body repairs, refinishing, glass replacement, and more. Our friendly office staff is happy to assist you through every step of your vehicle's repair process. Visit thecollisionshopbyjason.com for our complete list of services.
Well, Gianna Fernandez picking the ball up at midfield, getting into the arc, and fires a shot past Yulwitz for the final goal of the first, and it's a 6-1 lead for Norwin as a result. But the Knights trying to make it back to the WPIAL playoffs for the fourth year in a row, currently 3 in a row coming into this season. The streak started in 2023. They were the 12th seed, the last team to get in 3A, losing the Shady side 13-4 in their first game on this streak in 2023. They went back in 2024, and it was the same story. The 12th seed, the last team to get in, and they lost the Shady side again. 13-7 was the final, and it's the same thing. Norwin, the last team to get into the WPIAL 3A tournament 3 years in a row. And they actually pulled off an upset last year, taking down Fox Chapel, the 5 seed, on their home field, 11-10. Going up against Moon in the quarterfinals, and Moon would get the win 13-7, but still, what a phenomenal upset by the Knights. Led by the former Wildcat, Courtney Abendanza. Former lacrosse player for Greater Latrobe, and did not have to go too far. The former St. Vincent Bearcat as well, along with her husband, Anthony. He also played lacrosse at St. Vincent. He went to North Allegheny and was on the 2016 North Allegheny WPIAL championship team. And they score right in front. The Knights get the extra point at 7-1. Stoughton was in front. And that is who will get the goal. Courtney Abendanza, of course, her name when she was at Greater Latrobe and St. Vincent was close. Was a PAC honorable mention in 2019, her senior year, played for St. Vincent from 2016 to 2019. Scoring 52 goals in her career, including 23 her senior year. 87 points in total, or 81 points in total in her career, 52 goals and 29 assists. Husband Anthony, he was a first-team All-PAC selection during his senior year in 2019. Was a defensive player. 68 ground balls in his career. Went to North Allegheny High School, was a member of the North Allegheny squad that won the WPIAL championship in 2016 when they took down Mount Lebanon at Highmark Stadium 9-7. It was the first WPIAL championship for the Tigers. North Allegheny is going to be coming here to face the boys lacrosse team in a few weeks. Greater Latrobe forcing a turnover. Trying to get a spark, down by 6. Colette Bumper on the far side. Everybody scrambling for it. Well, the Cats looking to get it inside the 20. Other plans for Norwin. There go the Knights the other way. Getting that goal early to start the second. I'm trying to get 2 goals in the first 2 minutes of the quarter. They can't cash in there as they were trying to feed a chance down low. Savannah Garris was in front. Owitz trying to get it away. Still looking. Ball still in her net. She gets it out to the near side. Now the midfield to spin. Emily Bizak. Lost the handle. Carly Johnson on her. And they reset. That was short-lived. They've schmuck the other way for Norwin. There they go, Claire Gill. Gets away, and she scores! Claire Gill speeding past Gabby Roman to make it 8-1. So the Cats finding themselves in a little bit of trouble, down by 7, with 9:17 left in the first half. Cats win the draw, though. Miscommunication as Bizak cannot receive the pass, and the Knights trying to make it 9-1 right here. Fernandez had that miraculous goal with 1 second on the clock to end the first quarter. There's Johnson. Johnson into the arc. Into traffic. Lost the ball in the process. Norwin. They pick it up in the back of the end zone. And they get back out front. The pass. The shot high. Denied by Owitz. On the chance of Staunton. Staunton getting the only goal. Actually make that the second goal now in the second quarter. Owitz trying to clear it out. Still looking. Owitz still has it. Took a few seconds for her to get it out. Merchant lost the ball. Picked up by Shannon. As it rolls to Owitz. Once again, as she turns it over off the post. The Knights forcing the turnover right in front. But they can't cash in. Carly Johnson was right there as she banked it off. Fight for the ball at midfield. Cats get it back. Lauren Hellman, the only goal for Greater Latrobe so far in this game. Norwin coming here talking about the Latrobe connections with head coach Courtney Abendanza. Also one of her assistants, Cameron Davis, also Greater Latrobe graduate. Valenta trying to clear it out. Trapped in the end zone. If the Cats can get it here, they might have an open net, and it's going to go out of bounds on the near side instead. As Valenta gets back to the crease safely. Berriman, pass to midfield. Scooped up, and a whistle. Still play on now. Play stops as Carly Johnson was trying to get a pass on the run, possibly to Claire Gill. Johnson, looking for a spin. Gill goes behind the net. Johnson and Gill switch. Walks it slowly behind the cage. Johnson, a spin, she shoots, she scores. Carly Johnson, the senior. She'll be on her way to Utah in the summer. She makes it 9-1. She'll be on her way to Westminster, but not the Westminster you think. Westminster University in Salt Lake City. Member of the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, D2. Called the Griffins. I actually remember talking to her when the field hockey team was here in the fall. I think she told me she loves to ski. That's the reason why she wanted to go to school out in Utah. skiing's one of your hobbies, that's obviously the place to go. Obviously, we got a lot of places here, like Seven Springs and Hidden Valley, but if you love to ski and snowboard, Utah, Colorado, those are the places to go. There's Dee Marines. She gets into the arc. Nice trying to get the double figures right here. Dee Marines. The ball falls off with Tinsley. Trying to win it back in a whistle. And the Cats regain possession. Up top, it bounces at midfield. Cats trying to get on the board for the first time in this quarter. The Cheka had it at midfield. There's Lehman, a whistle. Pressure put on by Fernandez. Lehman, the low pass. Greater Latrobe trying to get on the board in this quarter. The pass by Mealy over to the far side. The Wildcats staying patient. Nine have been so hungry for a goal, looking for a golden opportunity. Back outside of the arc. Gonna roll at the goal line. It's picked up by Sage and Nicky. Cats cannot get a shot off on that possession. Under 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. Nice trying to get the double figures right here, holding an 8-goal lead. Three and a half minutes remaining in the first half. There's Fernandez. Picked up in front. The shot, they score. 10-1. Jackie Dee Marines again. Another face-off on the way. Lehman and Johnson. Into the air. Nice trying to take it, George. Far side. There goes Dee Marines again. Few goals for number 19 so far tonight. And there's Johnson. And the traffic takes a spin. Dee Marines, 1v1. She scores again. The magic by Johnson and Dee Marines. Nice lead by 10 as a result. There's a whistle. Tough one so far for the Cats tonight. Under 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. Knights looking to take a 10-plus lead with them into halftime. So happy you're along with us on this chilly April night. Of course, a busy week here in Pittsburgh. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands. Could go on and on upon thousands of fans will be flocking to downtown this weekend for the draft. I suggest if you have a reason to go downtown other than the draft, maybe try to change some plans because, unfortunately, you might be looking at 2+ hours of traffic. The Penguins, of course, playing right now. So you got a double screen with what's going on here at Rossy Field in that PBG Paints Arena. Happy you're along with us. Minute remaining in the second half. D-Marines again, a shot and a whistle. But that was actually not D-Marines. I think she exited out after the goal. It was actually number 20. That is Isabel Behrman. And she'll get a free position shot right here. Time winding down in the first half. 1v1 with Ulwitz. Gets a 5-hole to make it 12-1. Behrman, the junior. Clock continues to wind on down. Seems this draw will take us to the third. Got 5 seconds. And to get it off is going to be won by the Knights. At midfield, time runs out on the first half. Norwin 12, Greater Latrobe 1. So we'll move along to the third quarter when we come back on the Wildcats Network presented by West Media Group. The Norwin Knights take an 11-goal lead with them into the third.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
My name is Chris Spear. I've been a foster parent with Adelphi for 9 years. It is the best experience that you will have. There is way more good times than there is bad times. These kids want somebody to give them affection and show that they're loved and cared for. And that's a reason by itself right there. Most of the time they're looking for somebody to support them, somebody just to care for them, somebody they can talk to. And it's just a wonderful experience. I learn as much from them as they learn from me.
I am the swiftest creature alive. I can make it. I will make it.
That's where we come in. The Collision Shop by Jason Mignon is your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. Our experienced technicians and state-of-the-art facilities have you covered. Body repairs, refinishing, glass replacement, and more. Our friendly office staff is happy to assist you through every step of your vehicle's repair process. Visit thecollisionshopbyjason.com for our complete list of services.
Hi, I'm Jason Brinker. This is my wife Hannah Brinker, our daughter Charlotte, and our son Stephen.
And we welcome you to Lepatich Brinker Funeral Home.
Located on the corner of Weldon Street and Lincoln Avenue, we've been family owned and operated and serving Latrobe and beyond since 1958. Whether you're pre-planning your own arrangements or celebrating a loved one's life well lived, we offer traditional and green burials, cremation, and aftercare services. Allow our family to walk with yours on one of life's most difficult journeys. We are most appreciative of your trust, and we will do our best to prove that we are where dignity prevails.
The Wildcats Student Store has the largest variety of clothing and merchandise you'll find anywhere, for any time of year. Shop in store or online and have your order shipped to you or picked up at the high school. Let's go Cats!
Hi, I'm Matthew Alamo, the McDonald's owner here in Latrobe, and we are striving to be leaders in the community for fundraising for schools and nonprofits. So come on in for Digital Days at McDonald's and support these local organizations. While you're here, have a tasty meal and check out the great benefits for employment. Go Wildcats!
Hello, my name's Steve Lamonti, and I want to introduce you to the #1 real estate team in your area.
We pride ourselves in giving back to our community.
That's why we have this box truck to make the moving experience easier for our clients.
At Team Lamonti, our clients always come first.
And we're here to help our clients reach new heights.
We keep track of every detail for you.
Thank you for trusting us with such an important job, and go Cats!
Why deal with the hassle of big city airports and connecting flights? At All Palmer Regional Airport in Latrobe, we make travel simple. Enjoy free parking right by the terminal, quick check-ins, and no long lines. All on a relaxed, easy-to-navigate airport. But the best part? We've got non-stop flights to sunny Orlando and Myrtle Beach every day. Plus, enjoy convenient twice-weekly service to Fort Lauderdale. No layovers, no stress, just smooth, non-stop service straight to your favorite vacation spots. Tired of flying into a bigger airport just to stand in line and catch a connection? Skip the chaos. Fly direct from Latrobe and start your getaway the smart way. Fly Latrobe. Fly direct. Fly smart.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood to stop at Hotel Loyal Pizza in the heart of downtown Latrobe on Ligonier Street. Since opening our doors in 1953, Hotel Loyal Pizza has proudly served the Latrobe area. From pizza, sandwiches, sides, salads, and so much more. Whether you're taking out or dining in, our menu has something for everyone. As if the company here wasn't enough to stop in, try one bite of our highly acclaimed pizza and you're sure to be hooked. Visit our website at hotelloyalpizza.com or call us at 724-537-3741. Go Cats!
Back here on the Wildcats Network, presented by West Media Group. Happy you all are along with us. Not sure if you can see it in the distance. We've got a Spirit. Not sure if we can see it in the distance. There we go. Got a Spirit plane landing. Which, I mean, on my way here, Spirit seems the Spirit plane landed already. I'm not sure. Make sure that there's some yellow there. Not sure if Air Force One is joining us here or Air Force Two. Well, obviously Air Force One is 747, so that would be like Air Force Two. Nice job by Tyke Kale, the trooper, here for us tonight on this cold day in Latrobe and this cold day in Western Pennsylvania. Frustrating day thinking that winter's behind us. Nope. With 11 days left until May. Currently in the Stanley Cup playoffs, thinking that it's usually when the temperature's warm by now this time of year. Not here. Melee behind the net. The Cats taking the opening possession of the second half. But it was all Knights in the first half. 12-1 score. Alexis White to Momper. Momper behind the net. Still holds, spins, shoots. Valenta got a piece of it. Goes into the back of the end zone. Greater Latrobe keeps. Alexis White sends it over. Merchant. Back of the end zone. Gets in front. Traffic around her. Loses the ball. And it seems she's going to have to give possession back to Norwin. She has to. See how the Knights decide to play this ahead by 11. Carly Johnson. Get it in front, Berriman. Behrman back to Johnson. Johnson has it again on the pass from Fernandez. The Knights taking their time, controlling the ball slowly. Behrman a pick from Fernandez. Now Johnson. Delays a pass. In front, Fernandez shoots wide. Sticks were out. Nobody was behind the net for Latrobe, so the Knights keep. So they try again, trying to get goal 13. Johnson waits. Trying to feed a pass into the arc. In front, the catch, the shot, they score. Savannah Garris gets the opening goal of the second half to make it 13-1. Garris, the senior. So we have our first draw post goal. And it's won by the Knights again. Johnson into the circle, a whistle. She was trying to march on down for another goal. Foul against the Cats. Johnson back in the play. Another chance in front. It's George. And a free position shot on the way for the Knights. Another one. Taking by Zoe George, the freshman. One v one with the senior. She fires, too high. Cats trying to clear it out. Schmuck at midfield. Another forced turnover by the Knights. Behrman, the short pass to Johnson. Johnson, corner of the arc, went to the end zone. 6.5 minutes remaining in the third. The Knights controlling, seeming that they're going to be getting on the bus soon, making the drive back home up Route 30 with a victory, and they score again. 14-1. It's going to go to Anna Kelly, the senior. Number 24. Number 24 for the Cats, Lehman, taking the draw. Under 6 minutes to play in the third. Cats almost had it, but it's going to go back to Norwin. DeMarine, she had a handful of goals in the first half. There's a whistle. Late sub coming in for the Cats. It's number 27, Allison Lippert, junior. Fernandez in the middle, above the arc, trying to get under it. Still holds. Looking for a pass. For the Knights, experiment time now, a pick Fernandez shoots, she scores. Another goal for Gia Fernandez, and it's 15-1. She'll be heading up to Caldwell in New Jersey, Division II. Oh, wait a minute. No, she did not score. But she'll try again with a free position shot. Now she scores to make it 15-1. Caldwell University in New Jersey. That's where Fernandez will be heading to play lacrosse, Division II. Central Atlantic Collegiate Conference, the CACC. Another draw. 14-goal lead for the Knights. Picked up again, DeMarines. Forward pass in midfield, trying to find Gill. There goes DeMarines again. Hands it off to Gill. Gill whistle. Had a pass in the Knights. Continue to work it down inside the arc. Fernandez again. Fernandez, a whistle, a push. Cats have it again. Pass to Mealy. Greater Latrobe looking for their first goal of this half. Mealy up ahead. Trying to find Mumper. Mumper resets. Offensive possession for Greater Latrobe. A spin for Lehman. Short foot to Mumper. Mumper waits. Taking it inside the arc herself. Sends a pass to Hellman. Hellman, the only goal for the Cats so far in this game. Now into the end zone. The reset to Mealy. Mealy, a reverse spin. Still trapped in the end zone. Sends it far side, a minute 40 remaining till we move along to the final 12. Another spin. They retreat it back. Mealy. Another pass. Hellman. Hellman switches with Slater. Sticks around in the end zone. Back to the Knights. Stoughton. The Knights to pick up by Caitlin Tudor, the senior. And Tudor takes a hit as she was trying to walk on into the arc. And there's a foul against Roman. Stoughton. On the edge of the arc. Goes in herself. Stoughton shoots. And the traffic looking to pick it up. It is everywhere. And the Knights reset. That was picked up by Berriman. Centering pass offline. It's going to roll outside of the arc. Be kept in by George. Kept in across midfield. And time is going to run out on the third. So we head to the fourth with a 15-1 lead in order for the Knights when we come back on the Wildcats Network presented by West Media Group.
Your eyes are the windows to the world, and that's no small task. That's why when it comes to eye care, you can't afford to treat your eyes with anything less than the best. Here at Youngwood Eye Care, our vision is keeping your vision in tip-top shape, whatever your eye care needs may be. Whether you're dealing with dry eyes, need a comprehensive exam, specialty contacts, or are looking for the latest trends in eyewear, Youngwood Eye Care has you covered. We do it all and so much more. Book an appointment today and give your eyes the care they deserve at Youngwood Eye Care.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood to stop at Hotel Loyal Pizza in the heart of downtown Latrobe on Ligonier Street. Since opening our doors in 1953, Hotel Loyal Pizza has proudly served the Latrobe area. From pizza, sandwiches, sides, salads, and so much more. Whether you're taking out or dining in, our menu has something for everyone. As if the company here wasn't enough to stop in, try one bite of our highly acclaimed pizza and you're sure to be hooked. Visit our website at hotelloyalpizza.com or call us at 724-537-3741. Go Cats!
Why deal with the hassle of big city airports and connecting flights? At All Palmer Regional Airport in Latrobe, we make travel simple. Enjoy free parking right by the terminal, quick check-ins, and no long lines. All on a relaxed, easy-to-navigate airport. But the best part? You've got non-stop flights to sunny Orlando and Myrtle Beach every day. Plus, enjoy convenient twice-weekly service to Fort Lauderdale. No layovers, no stress, just smooth, non-stop service straight to your favorite vacation spots. Tired of flying into a bigger airport just to stand in line and catch a connection? Skip the chaos. Fly direct from Latrobe and start your getaway the smart way. Fly Latrobe. Fly direct. Fly smart.
It's been all nights in the first three quarters. The Wits will remain in the cage for Greater Latrobe as we move to the fourth. Zenny Valenta will also remain in the cage for Norwin. Talked about she will be playing in the PSAC next year. She'll be on her way to Edinburgh. Only giving up one goal in this game. And the PSAC, of course, does have women's lacrosse. Edinburgh right now 0-8, and PSAC 3-12, and last right now in the West. So maybe Valenta can maybe try to turn things around for the Fighting Scots. She'll be heading up north. It's always a good rivalry with Gannon. School's about half hour away from each other. If that, at 20 minutes. Cats, the opening possession of the fourth. Trying to get a goal. Valenta tracks it down to the end zone, going all the way out in the crease. She'll walk back with the Knights and trying to clear it away. Holding on to a 14-goal lead with 11.5 minutes remaining in this game. Norwin fourth in the standings coming into tonight. Seems like they got a 4-2-1 record in conference play. Actually 3-2-1. Regardless, they're going to pick up another section win tonight. Norwin's going to be playing Cannon McMillan next. That game will be on Wednesday. For the Cats, they will be back here on Wednesday. They will host Penn Trafford. Ten and a half minutes remaining. Fierce trying to pick it up, turned over at midfield. There go the Knights again. Johnson, tough angle shot. And is that in the back of the net? It is. Carly Johnson. Tough angle shot. And just as the Flyers score, 16-1 Norwin. An open net goal in the Flyers game, and a tough angle goal for the Knights here in this game. Johnson doesn't care. Knights regain possession again. There's Lehman trying to force a turnover. Tended target was Stoughton. There go the Cats right away. They've been scoreless in the past 2 completed quarters. Trying to change that here in a whistle. Pass too far across midfield. Trying to find Lily Belts. There goes Fierst. Takes it herself, a whistle towards the direction of Delaney Mullen, freshman. Courtney Danza, excuse me. Getting her girls out who might not play as much, holding a comfortable lead. Getting some varsity playing time here tonight. There's a JV game, too, that also was going on before the start of this game. There's a free position chance. Trying to close on down. They shoot. Save made. Fierce looking for the rebound. And it's into the net of Valenta. There go the Knights again. Into the end zone trying to feed the Caden Tudor. There's Alice DeLoes. Actually made the number 11 Mullen. He's trying to pick it up in midfield. There's Lily Morrow. Now the foul against Greater Latrobe. Friends, remember, we're going to be back for boys volleyball tomorrow, taking on Henfield on the Wildcats Network, and then we're going to have the softball game for you for the Cats. Softball team was in McKeesport tonight. For their contest on Wednesday against Kiski. Terrific rebound for the baseball team after suffering that 10-5 loss to Franklin Regional last week on the 13th. Then 2 days later, taking down the Panthers in Murraysville, 3-2. And the Cats are going to be taking on Norwin tomorrow on the road. And the Cats trying to eye that section championship. Get one of those top seeds for the WPIAL tournament that will be on the way in a few weeks. Cats aren't going to be back here at home for 8 more days on the 28th against Armstrong. Big section matchup. Also got back-to-back against Plum, and then they close out the regular season with a non-conference game against Rangeburg-Salem. The baseball team, of course, the last WPIAL championship for the high school, 2017. 9 years trying to change that here in 2026. Centering pass from the Knights goes offline. Scooped up by Tudor. There's a whistle. Schmuck. Looking for the pickoff. That's Mealy. She'll scoop it up with 5 minutes remaining. And the Cats with the running clock now. Running out of chances to try to get another goal on the board. There they go. Cats trying to end the drought here. Lehman's going to hold. Look to see if we get an update on what's going on in McKeesport with the softball team. Cats defeated McKeesport 16-3 in their meeting here on April 2nd, 16-3. Game that ended in 6 innings. Cats gonna cash in on a goal there, so the Knights take it back with 4 minutes left in this game. Closing on down, looking for the highlight goal there, Fernandez. Fernandez with the no look. Lehman trying to scoop it up. Claire Gill there for Norwin. Another foul. Seems that one went against the Knights, with the Cats regaining possession. There's Sage and Nicky forcing the turnover. And the Knights turn across midfield again. On to Kelly. Passing to the arc. Claire Gill. In front, trying to fire a shot home. That was number 4, Maeve Schmuck, the senior. Under 3 minutes to play in this one. Knights will pack up and make the short drive up Route 30 with a victory. Maybe one more chance for the Cats. Roman. Pass off line at midfield. Everybody searching for it. Another whistle. .220 left. So we officially close the books on this one. Schmuck. Back up top. Fernandez. Handful of goals tonight. The Caldwell commit. And Norwin, everybody just waiting back. Knights are there all alone. And there was a whistle. That was Maeve Schmuck. Actually made that, check that, Fernandez. And a free position shot right here. With a minute 30 remaining. And they bounce it in to make it 17-1. And the Knights score just as the Flyers score again shorthanded. Two goals for the Knights. Almost simultaneous on the 2 goals for the Flyers. So hopefully this game is going to be ending in a minute. Because it seems now every time the Knights score, the Flyers score. So the draw is won by Lehman. So the Cats have 30 seconds. They go far side. Right in front. Oh, and a dive. And the Cats are going to wind up for a free position shot. They got to get it off in 5 seconds. They wait, and they shoot. Time runs out. As the Knights will head back home, Alexis White had that free position chance. His time was running out. She just simply ran out of time to shoot. As Norwin takes this one, 17-1. So it seems for Norwin, this is going to be their 5th win on the season. They will be heading to Cannon McMillan in Cannonsburgh on Wednesday, and then the Cats, another tough loss on the season. They go to 3-7, and they will be getting ready to host Penn Trafford on Wednesday. Well, my friends, that's going to do it for us here on the Wildcats Network presented by West Media Group. Thank you all for joining us here on this chilly Monday night in Western Pennsylvania. For everybody in our crew, Spencer Long, our producer, and our trooper, Tyke Kale, our camera operator here tonight, braving the Latrobe cold here on this Monday. I'm Colton the Bias, signing off from Rossi Field on the Wildcats Network, presented by West Media Group. A dominating performance for the Norwin Knights tonight as they take this one 17-1.